Coffee for me is not just confined to the four walls of Starbucks. My husband and I like to enjoy Sumatra coffee everywhere we go. We even took it into Denali National Park last summer, and everyone laughed because we had coffee stops all along the way. But today, he's not getting this cup of coffee. I get to enjoy it all to myself. Was that a moose?
Works every time.
When I first started at Starbucks, I had never had a latte. I didn't know anything about coffee. And Starbucks was this big chain that was like on every corner, and I only went there to get a Frappuccino. So starting with Starbucks was a really big experience for me. And I remember the very first day that I sat down with Becca, and she talked me through the origin of coffee and where it comes from and how it's processed and all this different stuff. And I remember being struck by how passionate she was about it. But to be honest, I didn't really care. I didn't plan on sticking around at Starbucks. It was just going to be a part-time job. Josh, I have a tall white mocha. And it ended up being so much more than that to me. Starbucks has become a career path that I think I want to stay on for a while. I'm actually really enjoying it. I love making coffee. I love serving my customers. And recently, that's been brought back to me by Allison's trip to Costa Rica. I got to see a lot of photos from her trip, and they were pretty spectacular. It really made me think about where coffee comes from and how many beans it takes to make one shot of espresso. That's not something I ever really thought about. The real passion for me with Starbucks comes in serving my customers. I love finding out what customers like, what they don't like, and trying to match them up with their perfect drink or their perfect cup of coffee. It's really satisfying when I give them a drink and they try it. Now, it's the best drink I've ever had. That is the best part of the job for me, is watching someone walk out of here with a smile. And on my flat white cup, I've actually listed some people and customers who are on here as well that have really inspired me over the last 2 years to pursue my vision of coffee. They've really invested in me, and they've shown me a lot, and it helped me be more passionate and just kind of move forward in this process. And I wrote down our motto: one person, one cup, one neighborhood. And I love being a part of this community and being a part of something that's so much bigger than myself, of serving customers alongside my amazing team. I definitely work at the best store in Alaska.
Way up north to Alaska, way up north to Alaska, north to Alaska, go north, the rush is on, north to Alaska.